Congress approved another stimulus package meant to help struggling small businesses and hospitals in need of more personal protective gear. The bill passed the Senate on Tuesday and the House 2 days later. The new measure, a $480 billion package, comes after Congress approved a record $2.2 trillion stimulus last month. $310 billion of that will go to replenish the Paycheck Protection Program.
It's about the lives and the livelihood of the American people.
Unless we get our economy up and running again, there's not any way we can spend enough to continue to prop up the country.
President Trump signed the bill on Friday, calling it a tremendous victory. Minnesota Congressman Dean Phillips voted for the bill, but he had some reservations about it because he wants to make sure it gets to the small businesses and Minnesotans who need it the most. He was frustrated by several big businesses that received stimulus money in the first round that was aimed at small businesses, which, while legal, violated the spirit of the original stimulus bill known as the CARES Act.
It's not the spirit, and Tom, nothing can be perfect. Of course, in Washington, nothing is ever perfect, and I've said to so many that only in Washington can something on which both sides agree still take 3 weeks to accomplish. With all that said, it has to be fundamentally improved. And even big businesses, I don't fault them for taking it. They're playing by the rules. They have banking relationships. That's not the problem. It doesn't have to be mutually exclusive. I'm arguing that small businesses have to have the same access. I'm tired of federal programs that seem good on the surface, but seem to always benefit the people that need it the least at the expense of those who need it the most. And I'm going to fight for small business owners. I'm one of them. I understand the challenges everyone's facing. And the good news is Democrats and Republicans really agree on this. I just wish this would be a place that moved a little bit more swiftly and expeditiously when we need it, but we're going to get to work on that as well.
Now, Congressman Phillips flew back to Washington for the vote along with other members of Congress. He described how eerily quiet it was at the airports and on a nearly empty plane.
I think we were 5 of us on the plane out of maybe 7 total were members of Congress. And it was surreal to walk through our airport at 7 o'clock in the evening and see absolutely nobody, to see the stores closed. It's a discomforting feeling. It's not one that I hope we have to experience much longer. And on the other hand, there's a sense of hopefulness. The Delta flight crew that flew us to Washington were kind and friendly and accommodating, doing their jobs under such difficult conditions. And I give a lot of credit to everybody working really hard right now to keep people safe, to do their jobs in very difficult circumstances.
However, Phillips says he's still not convinced he would support a federal bailout of airlines. He wasn't happy the airlines used record profits recently to pay bonuses and do stock buybacks. If there is a bailout, he says the government should get a financial stake in the airlines who accept it.